I've just got to come on here quickly. I really do, because today's a grand final day. Go to Bunnies, and I just had to put something up here because, I had a discussion with someone this morning, as I always do, and they were telling me about the efficiency of these vaccines. Anyway, lo and behold, because we all share things away from mainstream media, I got sent something from the Lancet, and thank you very much. You know who you are. It's great. And in fact, it's being shared all over the place. Now, understand, when the FDA, Food Drug Administration in America, approves these vaccines, which they're not, but anyway, they have to rely on data because they haven't finished testing, right? Two things you need to know. They have to rely on the data supplied by Big Pharma to evaluate their efficacy and their safety. They're only ever given EUA, emergency use approval, okay? That's like P plates. The data supplied by the Big Pharma company comes under two categories, RRR and ARR, all right? Relative risk reduction, and the other one is actual risk reduction. Now, the two of them mean totally different things. One is the actual risk reduction is these data and statistics gathered from an actual trial. That is the pure gold, right? Relative risk reduction is the bucket of shit don't swear. Sorry. Is the actual bucket of crap you get together and the little bits of gold around it that you've got to go through to get to that. It's like shining a torch off into the distance. There comes a time when you can't see it, right? Spreads it out. You can't see it. That's what they think will happen once it gets into a bigger community, because it's only a small control group. That control group all died. There wasn't one animal who lived through the control group. There was only one control group, and they were animals and they died. But the interesting part about it, and I put my glasses on here because I'll read this to you, is we're told by Morrison, Chant, Hazard, all these people, that these vaccines are 60, 70, 80, 90% effective. And that's what people keep telling me. So now I'm going to read from you from the Lancet. Now, this is the world's most respected medical journal, despite the fact that a year and a half ago they launched a fake peer-reviewed article about hydroxychloroquine, which they had to then redact and apologise for, because they accepted it as peer-reviewed and put it in, which we then used in Australia to justify the banning of hydroxychloroquine, which was banned prior to the pandemic. Oh, God. Relative risk. So this is what Morrison tells you is the efficiency or the efficacy of the vaccine. Here's Pfizer, 95.03%. In trials, 0.84%. Moderna, 94.08%. In trials, 1.24%. Janssen, 66.62% in relative risk reduction. Its actuality in trials, 1.19%. AstraZeneca, 66.84% RRR. In actual trials, 1.28%. The journal is The Lancet, one of the world's most respected freaking medical magazines. There it is. Don't tell me these things are effective. They're not vaccines. They don't bloody well do anything. That's why they've got to keep telling you that if you catch it, even if you're fully injected, you can still catch it, you can still share it, you can still infect people, you can still die from it. Oh, but it's less. Well, 1.84%, not 90. No. See, these are the lies. You're not understanding what's going on. You're just so caught up in it, then you jab, then you can't unjab, so you've got to believe the lie. You can't go anywhere. You just got to try to refute everything else that anybody ever says. This is what's happening. You know, the S-spike protein gets into your system. The doctors here will tell you, because they haven't got a clue, that it disappears within a few days. It's gone. And it's rubbish. They've done autopsies on people who've been fully injected and have died, and that's why we banned autopsies on injected people in Australia. They've done these in autopsies, and they found these S-spike proteins in places they shouldn't be, in women's wombs, in bone marrow, kidneys, liver, heart, brain. They shouldn't be there. They should never, ever be there. But they're meant to be there. What they do is they attach to a cell and they begin to replicate. Depends on how good your immune system is and how strong and young and fit you are. It replicates and replicates and replicates and replicates, and it begins to take over your immune system. And when it gets to 51%, you're screwed. It now controls your immune system. It tells your immune system what to do, what to look for, how to react, what to attack, what to let go. So then it's programmed to look for a particular type of thing. Breathe. Sorry. It's programmed to look for a particular type of disease, and that's what it looks for. And then ignores everything else, cancers and influenzas and everything. It ignores those things. So over a period of time, yes, in 3 to 5 years, people will begin to get sick depending on their immune system. Your body is not going to be able to fight this stuff. That's what it was programmed for. It's not about the virus. It's about the damn injections. Wake up. Wake up. You know, that's a really basic kindergarten explanation of what happens. Yet I can show you video after video after video after video after seminar after article after research after research showing you from millions of doctors around the world who can tell you what these things are doing. And they're seeing the effects of it now. Awful effects. Awful effects of people who are, 3 months to a year into having been injected. And people who are pregnant, they're injecting themselves and feeding their babies through the milk. We're seeing a horrendous footage coming out of what's happening to these babies who are suckling milk that it contains these damn chemicals. We've seen what's happened to the babies. And we're not talking one or two. 920, you can go on the English, their yellow card site, you can go on there. 920 women miscarried when they got the damn jab. They were told by the doctors it was safe. The doctors haven't got a clue. Don't think doctors, those particular doctors, are the be-all, end-all. They don't know the truth. Because let me tell you, I'll tell you why they're not approved in Australia. And you should know this. And this is why they're lying to you. They can't approve them in Australia. You can only do emergency use only. And I'll tell you why. Because when they are approved in America by the FDA, they have 2 weeks to supply the FDA with full ingredients. The full ingredients list. 2 weeks. The FDA does not have a record of these ingredient lists, which tell you they're not approved. They're only EUA approved. So when they tell you they're approved here, bullshit. Sister ships. We know what happened. We know how they moved the data from one to another. And then the FDA accepted Pfizer's watered down version. It still had the nanoparticles. It's still got the graphene oxide. It's still there. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. That's it. Okay? Didn't swear at all, Joe. There you go. Quite calm, really. I'm going to watch my beloved bunnies play. I'm going to do a bit of baking. I've got a cake to make for myself. And I'm going to have some of my sensational mac and cheese. It was pretty good. I'm going to have some for lunch. And I'm going to get myself ready with a couple of cold beers. And I'm going to watch the football for the afternoon. And then I'm going to watch the Rabbitohs win the grand final. Yeah? And I'm telling you, because like the Rabbitohs, hopefully, we'll win. Don't lose heart. We'll win.